Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a sort of energy check, just, checking in with our guides, our higher self, just to see what the heck is going on as we're getting ready to switch months here, just to touch base. And, I did a reading just like this over on my Patreon. It was freaking awesome. So I have a feeling this one won't suck either. So I'm kind of looking forward to see what comes up here. We are going to be really tapping into our intuition when we do this. This is what tarot is for. It is a tool in which to tap into our intuition. When I'm reading cards, if you start to all of a sudden feel funny, or like when I'm, saying a specific message or something, or you see a specific card and you get like chills or any kind of like shivers, or you feel tingly, or like even your stomach flips or something, that is a tell, and that is your intuition telling you, hey, this is legit. You need to know this information right now. The more you watch my pick-a cards and things like this, the more you will learn to what your tells are as you watch them. This is why it's good to get centered and calm and things like that before you actually watch one of these. You don't want a bunch of noise and a bunch of crap going on around you. As the reading begins, you want to just sit still, breathe deeply. Maybe you want to watch it in a quiet place, in your room alone, whatever. I think that's really important, because that way you can really listen clearly and pick up on those tells. This is how you learn to trust your intuition and your gut. Tarot readings are fabulous for this. It is, like I said, it is a tool. This is one of many to teach you how. So we have 3 groups here: group 1, group 2, and group 3. Go ahead and pause the video, do whatever it takes in which to focus in on whichever group. Again, this is using your tells to see which group is calling to you the most. Also, I want to say this: if you are picking up on more than one, and like your body is like telling you that, then clearly that means that you need to listen to more than one, because there are cross messages and there's something in each group for you that maybe you need to piece together yourself. Again, this is about trusting your intuition. Okay, you guys? So go ahead and select whichever group is calling to you, and let's get started. Okay, for group 1, if you did not listen to the intro, you need to go back and listen to what I am saying there. Too many people take this like Hollywood surface, they don't understand what tarot really is for and how to actually utilize the energy that's there, etc., etc. So if you have not listened to the beginning, please go back and listen to it so that you understand what the hell is going on here, okay? So with group 1, we are going to get into it right now and see. We're doing our energy check. Where are we right now? What messages do we need to hear? Okay, guys. Wow, look at this. We have the Tower. This is Mars energy. We have the 9 of Wands, Perseverance. We have the Wheel of Fortune, Jupiter energy. Holy crap, look at that. And then we have the 8 of Wands. So we have a lot of wand energy. This is very action-oriented, very spiritual in nature. And of course, we have 2 planets here. So what the heck is going on in your chart right now? Where is your Mars? What house is your Mars in? What house is your Jupiter in? And then you're going to look at where the transits are for these particular planets and what they're doing in your specific chart. Not for, the transits are, they're transiting, and they literally go to the same sign for every single person, etc. But each person is different because we have different signs on different houses. We also have different planets that are being aspected within those houses. So while there'll be several people who will have similar energies to you, everybody's unique and everybody's different. Okay. And it's all going to affect us in our own special way. So we want to pay attention to what's going on with those specific transits right now in our life. And then we have Thorns. Weathering the challenges ahead will bring a new positive future. Yes, that is literally what these cards are saying. This is kind of wild, because you're going to have a Tower moment here, or you already are going through it. And it's very, very important that you don't wimp out on yourself, and that you keep persevering and keep going and don't give up. Why? Because the wheel is turning. The fate is in your favor. And poof, here comes that message, that sudden happening that is going to change the course of everything. There is positive things ahead. You just have to persevere. This is so interesting that this is coming up considering what I just wrote on my Patreon. If you are whether you're a paid member or in the free member, I posted something. It's there to look at right now. And I'm literally talking about perseverance and patience and things like this and how important, imperative it is for success, because I just had something happen and, it requires a lot of fucking hard work and patience and perseverance, and you can't give up. So that is what is coming through really strong for this group. And Mars, think about Mars, what it is. It's about action. And, so Wands is fiery. I mean, come on, it's all about movement, action, travel, spiritual awakenings, even all kinds of stuff like this. And, this is Jupiter. Jupiter expands wherever it goes. I mean, it can expand negatively if you're not careful. Okay. Like literally it can expand wealth, it can expand fame, it can expand generosity, love, whatever, but it also can expand overeating, overindulging, being, being overly lazy or, overly angry or whatever. It just depends, especially with fucking Mars. But generally, Jupiter is pretty fucking jovial. It's a really fucking good positive planet for the most part. Just make sure that you don't overdo it. That's all. It brings really positive things for many people. So we're going to take a look at weathering the challenges ahead will bring new and positive future. Again, there is going to be some upheave, some discomfort, because it always, you're going to be shaken to your core by an event here. For many of you, it could have to do with a male. If you are in a relationship, this could have to do with your boyfriend, your fiance, your husband, something like this. Maybe even, I really feel like it's a partner for somebody here that they're going to have. There's this, literally, okay, this is going to sound like a trip. They're going to be proposing something to take it to the next step. I feel like maybe for some of you, you've been feeling like you're never going to, this relationship is never going to go any further than it is, but it is. Also, it's just an expansion of luck here for many of you. It's anything Mars related. Okay. If you work in a career that's very Mars-like, and there's a lot of men involved or something like this, I foresee maybe athletes, anybody who works in the defense, military, anything like this, especially for those people, I see that your luck is changing. Something is going to happen here. 31 is obviously going to be a lucky number too. So let's take a look and see the message, the extended message with this particular card for Thorns. To see, why do I feel like somebody knows somebody named Thorn? Maybe that's their last name. Maybe it's their first name even, where it's this person brings you a lot of luck. Okay, this card brings challenges and changes to your life. There may be heavy burdens, mental distress, or disappointments to deal with. That would be this card. But you will discover who your loyal allies are and aren't. Let go of things that no longer serve you as the old ways break down in order to herald in the new. Possible chaos around you will test your strength. You will have to learn how to roll with the changes. Goals will disappear and be replaced by more realistic ones. Watch out for smiling assassins and be careful who you trust and confide in at this delicate time. This card can also represent personal suffering and feeling let down or being in a state of emotional crisis. Be reassured, however, that this period will pass. Do not be afraid to seek the necessary guidance and take good care of yourself and close family members. Okay, so the personal and relationship message is, this card can signify the end of a relationship that has proved difficult. The relationship may be saved if you communicate with your friends, family, or partner and clear the air. See, that could be what this is about. And maybe you're oh, it's ending. But somebody here, it's going to take a turn and you're going to be surprised at where it's going. And there's a proposal. For some of you, it could be the ending, obviously. But it's because you can see that here too. But also the Eight of Wands. Also you guys some of you could be one thing is going spectacular to shit in your life that could even have to do with the relationship, while the career is suddenly opening up and there's an opportunity to travel to someplace new, which is going to bring a whole lot of new opportunities here as well. Okay, so a gentle confrontation could settle the difference, okay? So keep that in mind, not being Mars-like, but actually being more gentle. Okay, so the career money message here is harmony is the key to survival. You need to avoid arguments at all costs and keep tempers in control. Yeah, persevere. Don't let it freaking get you down, okay? Don't let people piss you off. Money issues could arise and major decisions need to be made once and for all. Avoid get-rich-quick schemes. It will be tough to watch your bank balance and stick to budgets with many bills arriving, but you will get through this period, and the changes made will bring a stronger and newer you. You will be ready to take on some fresh projects, rebuild, and enjoy a more positive outlook. Yes. So the power tip here is place a dragon facing your front door at home or at the office to bring in wealth and opportunity. Exactly. Okay, this is something that you guys should definitely do. I also feel like, seeing black cats, owls could be very lucky for you, a sign in synchronicity. It's funny because I'm seeing this satyr here. It just makes me think of Pan here. And like literally you could be going through some pandemonium, in your life. But it's all happening for a specific reason. When the turmoil always hits, you don't exactly know why. But in the end, you do. And you're like, thank God that happened. I know it sounds weird at the time, like it's something is shit, but always look to the silver lining in every cloud, because believe me, it is there. So you might be having some, like a little bit of tough times ahead, but I feel like, don't worry about it. You know what? I feel like for this group, I'm going to pull a little bonus T card because I really want to know something. Let's see what else we have here. I just feel like I need to do this for you guys. But the Eight of Wands is very like sudden happenings, sudden messages. But remember, the wheel is turning. This is fate that this is happening. And it's definitely bringing about new beginnings. Always something has got to go first before something new and positive comes in. I feel like the eclipse season is definitely triggering some stuff for this group. And what do we have? Sunshine. The sun is shining on you. Career and business growth, fabulous communication and relationships, and future. You may travel or host an overseas traveler soon. Either way, great social fun awaits. There you go. So, again, with the sweets comes the sours sometimes, and with the sours comes the sweets. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Anyways, guys, if you would like to check out more readings like this, please do head over to my Patreon. The link is in the drop-down box below. Also, pick up a copy of my book. I would be really stoked if you did that. It's the perfect, spring and poolside reading for summertime. It's definitely very steamy. It'll get you going. And I thank you so much for your support. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Hey, my lovely group 2 people with our little moss agate moon. This is going to be your reading. Let's see. What do we need to know? What's in the cards here energy-wise? We have the 9 of Swords. We have the 5 of Cups. We have the Chariot. Holy shit. And get this, we have the World. We also have luck. Oh my God, I just got such gnarly tingles all over my body, you guys. Oh my God, I am like getting it hard right now. This is my tell when I'm doing tarot. When something is very like on point. Yeah. And like what would the message that was going through my head when I was putting this down, when I was immediately seeing this was, you guys, for those of you who have been having a lot of anxiety and stress and you're like thinking back to, oh, I wish it was like how it was. And oh, I regret not doing this. And oh, I'm looking to the past too much. I see that ending. There is an awakening happening within you, this journeying within with the Chariot card. This is Cancer energy and this is Saturn energy. This is very, very karmic. Whatever this is that was like causing you the anxiety and stress, maybe sleepless nights, you're worried about something that happened in the past. It could have to do with your home, where you're from, but you know what? Or like people from your past and stuff, please don't fret. don't worry. Everything is changing. There is some kind of epiphany that's going to be happening with you. With the Chariot, this is very lunar energy because, of course, Cancer, this is Cancer's card, and Cancer is ruled by the moon, even though this card is just Cancer's card. But I feel like the moon phases, there's something coming up in maybe one of the eclipses, or because we have a couple more, this year, obviously. And eclipses always bring change, no matter what. You can't avoid it. And Saturn obviously brings change, okay? And it brings a lot of discipline, and it is very karmic in nature. Saturn is our greatest fears, but it is also our greatest strengths when we actually work with the energy. And this is powerful. This is a job well done with the World card here. Like, if you guys have been working really hard, please, if you're trying to achieve something, you have got to stop wallowing in the past and stressing out so much. It's not helping you to succeed. This group can definitely benefit by going within, like literally doing meditations on the regular of some sort. There's many ways to meditate, by the way, you guys, not just one. Being out in nature more, getting grounded more. And I feel like really going within and sitting down. I feel like journaling for some of you guys, sitting down and just getting real with yourself, writing out what is bothering you, and then literally sitting there, like write out the thing and then ask why. And keep doing that. And you are going to go so deep when you do this. You are going to really be awakened to, if you've been having regular problems or regular stress in your life, you're going to find the clarity and the answer to what the hell is causing this, and it can stop. And it's just going to really awaken you to the possibilities of the new you. For some of you, you straight up could be moving or traveling to a new location. Some of you guys could even be, this is in addition to what I was just saying, like a new car, a new vehicle, could be in the works here. But again, this is all very karmic, what is happening here. It is Saturn energy, okay? And Saturn doesn't fuck around. I call him Big Daddy Saturn, okay? Because, you don't, listen and pay attention to the lessons he has to teach. He's going to take you over his knee and spank your little ass pink. That's what Saturn will do to you. If you don't really work with your karma, your Saturn placement does tell a lot about why you're even here in this lifetime. And it's one of the things in the natal chart that can give us some insight into, who we were and what we need to overcome. There's several, not just one placement in the chart, but this is a really important one. Okay, and for those of you who haven't had a Saturn return yet, when it comes, it's going to be life-changing for you. And guess what? If you're working with it in a positive way and you're working through the karma associated with that placement and learning the lessons and the remedies for it, then luck is on your side, because Saturn will definitely reward you, and it always does, for a job well done. Okay? If you pretend you're better than everyone else and you don't have to do that, or you don't have to follow it, and you're just an asshole and stuff like this, and you go around being a jerk off and you ignore this and you keep sweeping it under the rug, whatever Saturn is here to teach you, then guess what? You will reap what you sow, and Saturn will reward you with a bitch slap cosmically. You can go either way. This is your call right now, for those of you who haven't had that Saturn return, that you need to get your shit together and start working with this energy. Luck, you are right to be strong and optimistic about the opportunities ahead. For many of you, some of you are definitely leaving this era of woe is me bullshit, and you are moving into the I am fucking badass and I'm going to do this damn thing finally. Yes, that kind of energy, which is fantastic. Okay. So let's look at the extended message here with the luck card, with card 19. So 19 could be a very lucky number for you guys. And if we were to reduce this in numerology, what do we have? We have 1, okay? Because 1 plus 9 is 10. We reduce the 0 out is 1. So this is very leadership. You have to take life by the balls and own it. Ride it, Make it yours. Okay, enough fucking around. Time to get serious, Saturn says. All right, enough. Oh, you hear that? I don't know if you guys can hear that. That is the blue jay. And man, he's screaming. Oh, did you hear that? I don't know if you guys can hear that. He's agreeing with me. Okay, so blue jays could be a sign. Oh my God, look at the blue. Yeah, blue jays could be, and her dress is blue. There's a lot of blue here. Blue and green are your lucky colors. All right. Your fate is changing because of decisions you have made. Karma. You have set a new course and will be luckier than you have been for some time, but be decisive. An opportunity to completely reverse your fortunes in personal relationships and finance is likely. There's no place for self-doubt or pessimism. That's this right there. Stability and strength surround the changes now taking place as you are in charge of your circumstances. The key is to have faith and be optimistic, not be like this. Okay. So the personal relationship message is luck is all around. Singles could meet someone easier than in the past. Personal relationships will run a little smoother than recently, and troublesome situations could be settled once and for all. Be sure to write out some positive affirmations to help the luck along. Yes. Remember I was talking about journaling? Wow. So the career money message here is opportunities for strong career growth will be welcomed. Money wins are not uncommon, so be in it to win it. Take a weekly lotto entry or take part in other games of chance. Have a little flutter. The period is very auspicious with this card selection. You also seem to be at the right place at the right time to snare that certain deal, job, or other opportunity. An ad in the paper or online, even office gossip, could lead to a career change. Money-making ideas are also likely with this card, so keep a journal handy. All right, so there's a power tip for this card, and it says wear red as often as you can and have a money prosperity shower. Okay, I love doing stuff like this. It's so cool. So light a gold candle and place it in your bathroom where you can see the flame. Hop into the shower. Use luxurious oils, soaps, or shampoos. And with every drop of water, feel yourself being caressed into the golden light of the flame. Close your eyes and visualize gold money pouring all over you. It's raining gold. See it, caress it, feel it. Do this as often as you want. Okay, so it's saying red, and I said blue and green. Those obviously are power colors for you guys. I love red and green. Obviously it's very Christmas energy. Maybe you and there's lots of red and green right here in this wreath, and wreaths are often, Yule, Christmas season, stuff like this. I really feel like your luck is definitely changing. And by the end of the year, you're going to be in a completely different place than you are now. Now, when it says the reason why it's saying to picture gold, okay, is because gold is the universal color for wealth. I know a lot of people, they use green for like wealth stuff. And while it does talk about think about it, like when you look at nature, like the green of the grass or plants, sprouting from the earth. That can work. But gold is legit like the universal color of like money and wealth. In every culture throughout the fucking universe, it's like gold. Okay. If you're like going to go way deep and go woo, the whole reason why specific, groups of celestial beings came here to begin with was to get gold. So, and they were covered with gold, and those of you who know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm referring to, but I'm not going to get into that right now. That's why they're talking about gold. And when you do this kind of thing, also, when there are even you don't have to have anything specific, just so long as you pour your energy into it. But they do have soaps and oils and things out there that are for wealth, success. They have fast money ones, like if you're, needing fast money. But I prefer with Saturn being here in this, I don't think you guys should do anything for fast anything. Because Saturn is slow and steady and permanent. We want permanent success, not fucking flash in the pan bullshit. No get rich quick schemes here, folks. It's not going to work for you guys. So anyhow, great reading, very interesting message. I'm going to go ahead and do what I did for the other group, and I'm going to go ahead and pull one little bonus message here. I wasn't going to do this for this reading, but why not? I'm in the mood. So, there it is. little bonus tea. Opportunities. An important offer will be made. Be prepared and dress to impress. There you guys have it. So if you would like to see more readings like this, I have tons of readings and things over on my Patreon. The link to that is in the drop down box below. I do personal readings. I even do a specific reading where I go deep into the Saturn placement. It's all over on my Patreon, and do pick up a copy of my book. The link to my website is in the drop down box as well. It's the perfect steamy hot reading for summer, and spring, and it'll definitely get you going poolside. So there you guys have it. Thank you for being with me. Make sure to like, subscribe, and I will catch you next time. Finally, for group 3, one of my favorite little crystals, stones, minerals, whatever, is kiwi jasper. I love jaspers. They're very grounding, very soothing, very calming energy. And quite frankly, this is one of my favorite because it's just freaking pretty and it's just happy looking. It reminds me of chocolate chip mint chocolate chip ice cream, which was definitely one of my favorites as a kid. So yeah. All right, let's have our little check-in and see where we're at right now, you guys. What's the dealio? We have the Knight of Swords. We have the Emperor, Aries energy. This is very Gemini energy, by the way, for the Knight of Swords. If you follow my AS Aurelia TikTok and my YouTube channel, you will see the tarot journal thing that I post on there in the shorts. And I go deep into talking about this a little bit. Yeah, so I personally love the Knight of Swords. Anyhow, so Knight of Swords, we have Aries energy. We have the Star card. This is Aquarius. So we have Aries and Aquarius. We have some Gemini energy here. And then we have the Queen of Wands. Look at this. Holy shit. And then we have Moon energy. Look at that. Look at all this red fire and then this blue cool, I'm going to automatically say, like, balancing this is day and night, masculine and feminine. Okay. Especially, like, you guys need to really tap into some feminine energy right now. For some of you, it's definitely more the masculine emperor type energy. Anyhow, pay attention to your intuition at this time and move ahead confidently. The Knight of Swords definitely moves ahead confidently. This is somebody who is extraordinarily, adventurous. They like to explore. They like to get to know people. They're very chatty. They're very insightful, communicative. The Emperor is a older, mature, wise individual, male, who is extraordinarily powerful. He is the ruler of all the kings in the deck. We have the Star card, which is, don't give up hope. Realize that everything is written in the stars. Like, all you have to do is look at your soul DNA, aka your natal chart, to get some answers. And you guys, in order to be successful, I see that it's very imperative. For some of you, it's more turning on this Emperor energy. Some of you, it's more this Queen of Wands energy, or there is a desperate need to balance both. Well, everybody needs to balance both. But one of you guys definitely has more like feminine energy than masculine, and you need to start tapping a little bit more into the masculine in order to balance it out. You know what I'm saying? To bring more harmony. But I see there's a lot of people surrounding you at this particular time. And I see you can definitely manifest and get exactly what it is that you want, but you must persevere, and you need to turn on your charm at this particular time and not give up hope and realize, it's time to like make a wish, and because that wish can definitely come true, and literally focus on your energy into that goal wish. Okay. Not just a wish, a wish is just a wish, but when we want to make a wish happen, we have to turn it into a goal. And in this case, this is what needs to occur. And if you do and really turn on your charm, anything is possible. And I see that you're going to gain the attention and the affections of somebody. Most definitely, they're going to really like you a lot, who is of great power and prestige, and is up there quite a bit, who is definitely your senior. So do keep that in mind. I also get the sense that like during, you know, your sleep, especially during the full moon, you're going to have some pretty freaking intense dreams that are going to bring some clarity and some insight and literally are going to be like premonitions of the future. So make sure that you are dream journaling at this time and writing everything down, because even if the messages seem funky at first, they're definitely going to make sense later. And if you didn't listen to the beginning of the intro to this reading, you really should have, so you understand what tarot even is and what the hell this is for, this particular reading. And you know, I really feel like those tells are going to come through through the dream state even. It's like you're going to know, and like you're going to wake up. It's like you're going to realize, and this happens to me all the fucking time. And I have a video over it on my AS Aurelia channel about how I used my dreams to literally write my book. But there will be certain dreams where it's like, I know that these are just like educational and like for, you know, to review or like for lessons that I need to pay attention to or whatever. And they just feel very, you know, like the mundane, like everyday kind of dreams, you know, that like are helping me to work out a solution to a problem or something. But then there are these dreams that you have and you wake up and you're like, what the hell was that? Because you know it's not normal, it's not average, and it is like it really means something. Or sometimes you literally end up traveling to a past life in a specific dream. But there is going to be something like this that occurs, and you're going to wake up and you are just going to be like, holy shit. And it's going to completely change your entire outlook. And it's going to make you realize some things and like what you need to pursue, what you need to let go of. And it's really going to give you hope for the future, I feel. Okay. Pay attention to your intuition at this time and move ahead confidently. While we're doing this reading, you, like I said in the beginning for the intro to this video, you need to learn your tells, because this is what is going to bring you success. Absolutely. Okay, so let's take a look at the moon card, the extended messages here. I do feel like the full moon is going to be, full moons are just, they really affect this group. And you can really manifest and make shit happen. Like building up to the full moon and releasing, you know, a lot of people think that, oh, you can't do stuff during the full moon. Yeah, you can. And it's really powerful energy at that particular time in order to set, you know, like literally like do a some sort of intention or spell work and release it at that time. It's absolutely, I don't understand why people think you can't do that. It's like, who is teaching these people this shit? You know, because what I learned from all my witchy freaking kinfolk from freaking way back, you know, is that yes, full moons are very important special times. It's the Sabbath, dude. You definitely get together for various purposes depending on what the moon phase is in to do certain works. So yes, new moons too, but the full moon for this group is a powerful time, especially intuitively and psychically. Okay. This card indicates that your intuition is very strong at the moment. You are right to rely on your gut feelings, dreams that seem intense, or other messages and signs. What did I just say? Problems will be solved more easily than before, but decisions need to be made right away. Spending time alone will be nourishing to your soul. So especially at night, when you are spending time alone, this is going to be like your me time. That's going to change everything. So personal relationship message is, the moon card can give you clarity regarding relationships. Be on the lookout for deception in the form of a two-faced friend, lover, or family member. They may not be what they seem. Maybe this is what's going to happen in the dream state. You're going to figure this out, and you're going to have a specific dream, and it's like red flags that you've been ignoring are going to come to light, and then you're going to see them in a completely different light after this. The new moon is an ideal time for relationships. Business, see what I say? Business acquaintances who meet under a new moon herald success, and soulmate connections may be made. New ventures abound and positive health conditions prevail. You will find success in anything started now. Move forward confidently. So for career money message, the moon card represents fresh ideas and creativity, which could really help your career or those in business. A confrontation is indicated, and this is very that right here, you know. A confrontation is indicated, so be aware of all the facts before you take part in any heated discussions. Tread lightly. Be careful who you talk to at this time, as a Judas may appear. Avoid gossip at any costs. Many doors are closing, but just let them. You now have the chance to completely change your life if you move forward and leave the past behind you once and for all. Turn a silver coin over in your wallet and make a money wish. It is a good time for it to come true. So the power trip. Okay, now here's the power tip. And this, we talked about the new moon. Now we're talking about the full moon. On a full moon, light one small purple and one small white candle and chant this poem 3 times. With the moon so bright, the timing is right. Manifest my desire under this bright fire. Blow the candles out when you are finished, but leave them overnight in the moonlight. Again, like I said, it's like depending on what your intention is and what you're trying to do, and like literally for all purpose, in a pinch, you want to get something fucking done. Full moons are great for that kind of thing. If you're going to do like a long-term thing starting in the new moon and then ending with the full moon, yeah, there's so many different ways to do it. Don't be limited by somebody else's beliefs or projections. Just do what your intuition says. Now, what's really interesting over time, you will notice, especially with this group, is that sometimes when you're a certain age or like for so many years, you will feel very energized and charged, during a full moon or whatever. And then when the moon goes, into waning mode and it goes dark and you're starting to go towards the new moon, your energy might wane and you might be like, ugh, and like dragged down. And then you reach a point in your life where all of a sudden it flips and it's the opposite. It can even happen that way during the times of year. Like winter and fall could be one way, and then spring and summer, you feel a different way, like depending on the moon phase. It's weird. I don't know why, but it does happen. Maybe it's the phase of your life, maiden, mother, crone. Okay. Like that, the moon affects you in different ways. Like the full moons now, they used to be like, yeah, to me. And now it's like, oh, fuck the full moon. I'm just like dragging ass, during the full moon, and I just get cranky and shit. So, you might know what I'm talking about, like for some of you. And then also women menstruate at specific times. Sometimes it's full moon, and like this could literally happen like during the winter months or something. Like it'll be like you menstruate during the full moon, and then in summer it's during the new moon, blah, blah, yada. It's like that. Okay. So it's very interesting. So I feel like this group just really needs to pay attention to the moon cycles and how they affect you intuitively, as well as emotionally. But I do see that there is some sort of, obviously was warning about Judases and people that stab you in the back or whatever. It's like, that could be a possibility. But I'm honestly, when I'm looking at this, it's like, if you are confident and you turn on your star power, literally, and really work with your energy and your natal chart, anything that's negative, like an opposition, oppositions definitely deal with other people, okay, in your chart. Whenever one of those comes along, you can handle it gracefully and like with power and ease, as long as you understand what's going on there. And I feel like this group should really pay attention to the way that the heavens move, the way the moon cycles go, in order to bring about individuals into your life that can help you to succeed and become more fruitful in your life, and to definitely get rid of, you'll notice it with cycles and it's like different things that like shady smiling assassins or whatever can come into your life and really like you just can sniff them out. The more you trust your intuition, the more you start to work with it and listen to it and really understand what your soul DNA, your natal chart, aka your natal chart, has to offer and what it's telling you, you will really learn how to hone in on how to deal with people and situations, squares or situations, oppositions or people. I just feel like it would be extraordinarily helpful for this group. Somebody who could be, because we have Aquarius energy, we have very like fiery, oh God, I can't remember, this is Leo, Sagittarius fucking shit. It's not Aries, I don't think. And this is Aries. Okay, Aquarius, Aries, especially Aquarius and Aries. One of these people could be definitely having your back. The other one could be the one who's like, you need to watch it with them. We also have the Gemini energy and, the air and then the fire here too. So look at this. We have fire, air, fire, Pay attention to those specific zodiac sign people, either sun or rising in your life, because definitely one of them is going to be very uplifting and positive, and the other one could like literally have it out for you. You know what I mean? Because they just are jealous or something and they don't want to see you succeed. Just a warning. Okay, guys, I'm going to pull one last card and then I'm done here. But you need to have this Queen of Wands energy. You guys need to adapt this persona in the positive, not the negative qualities of her, because the negative qualities of her, you just want to like drown the bitch. Seriously. If you work with the positive energies of this and you like really turn it on and become charismatic and charming, oh, you will get far. Communication. A reunion could bring love or rekindling of friendships. A lucky win seems likely. Yeah, you know, you could literally be dealing with somebody who's like a pain in the ass and you thought they were your friend, but they're really not your friend. You're realizing maybe this is going to happen in that dream state, remember? And then you end up hooking up with a friend that you haven't seen in years and like rekindling them. You know, that relationship with them is really going to make you appreciate them so much more because that's your real friend. You know what I mean? Maybe you guys have just, you know, like gone your separate ways, not because like there was anything bad or a fallout, but just life, you know, you get busy, you just lose contact, but rekindling this sudden, you know, like coming together again with this person, you're going to realize what true friendship really is. So it's very important, guys. All right. So if you'd like to see more readings like this, please head over to my Patreon. The link to that's in the drop down. Also, my website is in the drop down box to pick up a copy of my book, which is excellent reading for poolside or beachside during the spring and summer months. It's great for that. And I have book 2 coming out in the future here. I'm really excited about that one. So thank you guys for joining me. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will catch you next time. Bye.